Each year, the IRS tax filing deadline looms large. For most taxpayers, it's the final day to submit their return and pay any taxes owed without penalty. But what happens if you miss it? In June 2025, the IRS issued an official reminder that it's not too late to act. And in fact, taking action now may help you avoid thousands of penalties, interest, and long-term consequences. Whether you're an individual, small business owner, or investor, here's what you need to know if you missed the 2024 tax deadline. What happens if you miss the tax filing deadline? Failing to file a tax return by the due date, usually April 15th or the extended October deadline, can result in two types of penalties, and they're not the same. Failure to file penalty, charged at 5% of the unpaid taxes for each month. The return is late, up to a maximum of 25%. If your return is over 60 days late, you may face a minimum penalty of $485 or 100% of the unpaid tax, whichever is less. Failure to pay penalty, charged at 0.5% per month of the unpaid tax until paid in full, up to 25%. Interest also accrues daily on top of penalties. These charges compound quickly, so even if you can't pay your taxes, filing your return can stop the larger failure to file penalty from growing. Why you should file. Even if you can't pay, one of the most common misconceptions is that if you can't pay your taxes, there's no point in filing. That's false and can make your situation worse. Filing stops the failure to file penalty from increasing. It shows the IRS you are cooperating with in good faith. You may qualify for payment options, penalty relief, or refund offsets. Refunds must be claimed within 3 years, or you lose the right to collect. The IRS has reiterated in June 2025 that you can still file a late return, and in many cases, e-file it through authorized providers or software. If you filed an extension, Form 4868, but didn't submit your return by the extended deadline, October 15th, 2024, you're now in non-compliance and filing immediately is essential. Options for paying what you owe. If you owe money and cannot pay in full, the IRS has several tax resolution programs available. Filing your return is the first step to qualifying. Installment agreement or monthly payment plans for individuals or businesses can be set up online if under $50,000 in debt, avoids enforced collection actions if kept current. Offer in compromise, OIC, allows you to settle your debt for less if you meet strict financial hardship criteria. IRS just simplified the rules in 2025 to expand eligibility, must submit full financial disclosure and supporting documents. Currently not collectible, CNC, status, temporary delay in collection for taxpayers with no ability to pay, stops wage garnishments and levies. Must prove hardship, e.g., loss of income, high medical expenses. Each option requires an accurate, up-to-date tax filing. Another reason why late filers should act immediately. What if you're being charged a penalty? You might qualify for penalty relief, depending on your history or circumstances. First-time penalty abatement, available if you filed and paid on time for the past 3 years. One-time forgiveness of failure to file, failure to pay, or failure to deposit penalties. Reasonable cause, relief are granted. If your delay was due to serious illness, natural disaster, or unavoidable circumstances, or requires written explanation and documentation. A professional CPA can help determine your eligibility and submit a formal penalty abatement request to the IRS. What to expect after you file late. Once your late return is submitted. IRS processing may take 2 to 6 weeks, depending on how it's filed. You'll receive a bill for any taxes, penalties, and interest. Refunds will be issued if you're still within the 3-year limit. You'll need to stay compliant in future years to avoid escalated enforcement. If ignored, tax debts can lead to liens, levies, garnishments, and passport restrictions. If you miss the deadline, don't panic, but don't delay either. The longer you wait, the more your balance grows, and the fewer options you'll have. Working with a tax professional can help you. File the correct forms, reduce or eliminate penalties, set up payment options, avoid future enforcement, get back on track with the IRS. At FAS CPA and Consultants, we help individuals, expats, and businesses across the US and abroad fix tax issues quickly and legally.